Shalom, Kahala Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakok Radash. Double honors my teachers, the apostles and elders of the Great Millstone. Peace and mercy to the elect, with the house of David reborn again in this generation. And Shalom to the 130 Yasharallah, who today are known as the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who before losing our true heritage were known as, and still are, the true Hebrew Israelites of the Holy Bible. In today's lesson, we're going to go into some information about the world financial system and how this is going to ultimately lead to the mark of the beast. But this is a article from Reuters talking about how it says swift planning launch of new central bank digital platform in 12 to 24 months. Now, if you're not familiar with what SWIFT is, they're basically the settlement house ran, for the most part, I believe, by the Bank of International Settlements. Basically, this is what the system used by all the westernized powers to transfer money internationally. And for the most part, they're going to be the system that manages this new one world monetary system. Let's read into this article. It says London, March 25th. It says global bank messaging network SWIFT is planning a new platform in the next 1 or 2 years to connect the wave of central bank digital currencies now in development to the existing finance system, it has told Reuters. The move, which would be one of the most significant yet the nascent CBDC ecosystem, given SWIFT's key role in global banking, is likely to be fine-tuned to when the first major ones are launched. Around 90% of the world's central banks are now exploring digital versions of their currencies. You see that, Akim? That right there shows you Esau is quickly moving the world over into this one world order banking system. And why is that? Well, because he knows he has a short time, so he's moving as fast as he can. Okay, this is why you've seen India and China and these other countries adopt these digital payment systems, because they were the first, guinea pigs, I guess you could say. And watch, pretty soon we're going to start seeing other countries like Australia and Canada, who've also been guinea pigs in policy. I bet you we're gonna probably see these type of CBDCs rolled out there. Now, remember, when the government starts issuing central bank digital currency, digital money, before we get to that point, they're gonna collapse the old system. Now, they're more likely to do what they did in Brazil, is where when the old currency collapses, right? Basically, inflation goes like crazy, like it did in the Weimar Republic. Right, they're going to introduce this new digital American dollar, right? And then people will just simply want to use it because they won't want to lose their value. But this shows you here that these guys are already setting up the system to implement it, and they say 1 to 2 years, but they already have it set up. Right? It says most don't want to be left behind by Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, but are grappling with technological complexities. Swift's head of innovation, Nick Kerrigan, said that the latest trial, which took 6 months and involved a 38-member group of central banks, commercial banks, and settlement platforms, had been one of the largest global collaborations on CBDCs and tokenized assets to date. And this is another term that you should probably familiarize yourself with, right? Because everything that is going to be sold, bought, everything that's going to be in Esau's system is going to be tokenized. Okay, this is how they'll know who gets like what food, or who spent this, and it's ultimately going to be the way Esau's going to track everything. So that way, when he brings over that social credit system, which will be based off of the CBDC systems, which will be transferred over the SWIFT, authorization platform, this is all what these devils do in the background, right? This is what Esau, this is the trap that Esau is setting up for humanity. This is Proverbs 22:3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. So the evil that's to come is what is popularly known as the depopulation plan, right? These devils really are going to try to deplatform a lot of people off the face of the earth. And what we're living through right now with all the sky spraying to, all the, C-19 shots to all these things that these devils have brought from the wars and all the increased violence that has just decimated this world, right? Poisoned the oceans and just did horrible things, right? What does the Bible say? That when the Lord returns, He's going to destroy those who destroy the earth. That's talking first and foremost about these Edomites, because this place has been destroyed. Now, the evil that's to come is that these devils are going to shift this system over to the new world order system, right? With their digital currencies, their social credit system, to where, freedom of speech is not like what it is today, right? You'll basically have, you won't be able to speak about what's really going on. And these devils ultimately don't want to have you Israelites, you Negro, Latino, Native Americans living in their new world order. So, guess where they're going to want to put you, right? The Bible tells you that these devils, that if the Lord didn't speed up time, that no flesh would be saved, right? Because these devils, they want to make sure that the world, gets given to them, but little do they know that the Lord has different plans for them, right? Now, this here is the actual SWIFT site, and it tells you, it says, SWIFT sets industry up for seamless introduction of CBDCs for cross-border transactions as interlinking solution finds more use cases, right? So with 90 I think I even read, I think down here it said like the SWIFT system manages like 92% of global GDP, meaning all money transferred goes through SWIFT, which is why when SWIFT locked out Magog, right, the Russians, that was a big blow. But that's ultimately why they, Russia, China, Iran, and all the opposing forces to Babylon the Great, America, they set up BRICS, right, and they're also developing their own digital currency. But the reason why I bring this out, Akim, is because these signs are all here, right? We've all have witnessed these crazy erratic earthquakes, right? It happened in New York of all places. The apostle reported on it, going through it himself. There's been some odd ones here in California. I felt them. And then besides that, you have all these other signs that we've been seeing, from the eclipse to the comet to the the nations rising against nations, to the people revolting, and all these signs. And what did the Lord say when we were to see these signs? It says, this is Matthew 24:33. Actually, I'm going to start at 32. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When his branch is yet tender and putteth forth leaves, ye know that summer is nigh. So likewise ye, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors. So that's what's going on right now. See, we're witnessing all these things going on around us, right? From the ships collapsing bridges, and a food crisis being orchestrated around us, right? To where the governments are no longer working for the people, right? We're in that time. So what does that mean? That means that you got to basically make sure to take care of yourself, both physically and spiritually. So what? Physically, make sure you get enough water, Put aside a bit of food, whatever you think you need to take. You obviously know what you need. But when it comes to spiritually, what does the Bible tell us? This is Isaiah 55:6. Seek ye Yahweh b'Hashem Yahushai, while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto Yahweh b'Hashem Yahushai, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power, and he will abundantly pardon. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Yahweh b'Hashem Yahushai. And so, there you go, Akim. These devils, this ultimately here is going to all go to, lead to Revelations 13:16, right? The mark of the beast, right? He causes all, both small and great. This is how it happens, right? So if you want to be involved in an economy that SWIFT is involved in, right, which is basically like 90+% of the global market is going to be using the SWIFT network, right? And then if it's not that, then it's going to be the BRICS system, right? Or you're going to have to get into some digital currency, but this shows you what's on the horizon. And this is why you got to turn back to the Lord. And how do you do that? Right? You repent. You start learning what the Bible actually talks about. Start watching these lessons. Start learning what the truth of the Lord is, right? The truth, the true name of the Lord, Yahweh, which is He is for Hebrew. The true name of the Messiah, He is. Salvation in Hebrew is Yahweh Shai, right? It's not Jesus, not Yeshua, right? You got to remember, you got to say it in Hebrew because that's what the Lord speaks, okay? It tells us that in the Bible. So either way, Akim, hopefully it was interesting. So just to show you, man, these devils, they're, while they're trying to distract us with P. Diddy and Kylie Jenner, I don't know, all that crap, this is what they're doing, right? They're passing this whole financial system right from underneath us, while they're distracting us with bullshit on the news. So, keep your eyes peeled, Akim. Understand that we're in that time, right? We're seeing these signs, and it's going to be even at that door. So, until next time, Akim, hopefully this video was edifying. So, to give all honor and glory and praises to Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahushai, B'Hashem Rakakwadash. Shalom.